Your plan to hire Jacinda was pure genius.
Your Drew problem may have been solved by Drew himself.
You can stop this at any time.
Could I interview you?
If Brick had showed up 5 seconds later, Sonny would be dead.
General Hospital latest update. Willow returns to chaos, catching Jacinda in Drew's bed amid a media frenzy. Heartbroken, she runs to Nina, unaware she orchestrated it all. As Drew suffers memory loss and blackout, shame, secrets, lies, and shocking footage blow up his career. Meanwhile, Sonny plots a deadly exit from the mob. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. After watching these videos, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. General Hospital, Willow sobs to Nina after finding Jacinda in Drew's bedroom. General Hospital recap for reveals that Willow Corinthos sobbed to Nina Reeves after finding Jacinda in Drew Kane's bedroom, the one Willow shared with him before this whole scandalous debacle played out. As Willow came home, she called Drew's phone to quiz him about all the reporters outside and mentioned that she entered through the garage. Willow noticed clothes on the floor and realized the trail led to the bedroom, so she opened it up and found Drew sprawled out in bed shirtless. Jacinda appeared wearing Drew's dress shirt and gathered her money off the table before leaving. Willow slammed the door to wake Drew up, so he was immediately confused. After Willow fumed and questioned how Drew could do this to her, she rushed out of the house. Thanks to the video Lulu Spencer provided, Drew's scandal had become a major news story. Nina worried about Willow's devastation, but Portia Robinson thought Nina's plan was genius and had to be done. Jacinda arrived with updates on Willow's reaction and agreed to hide out in Australia, so her business with Nina and Portia was done. Once Nina was alone, Willow came over and cried in her mom's arms. Nina already knew about Drew's wild night and called Willow's attention to the footage of the body shots that had blown up. Willow eventually struggled to understand how Drew could spiral that far out of control. It seemed out of character for Drew to drink that much and hire a prostitute, so Willow thought there had to be an explanation. At the law office, Alexis Davis postponed an interview with Lulu since she wanted to go protect Scout Kane from the fallout of all this. Once Alexis made it to Drew's house, Drew learned about the scandal that had erupted and agreed to let her take Scout to stay with her. In a moment alone, Drew found his cell phone with missed calls and voicemails before stumbling across Jacinda's red bra. While Willow was still at Nina's place, they heard some banging on the door. Drew was outside and started yelling out about how he needed to talk to Willow. In Los Angeles, Sonny Corinthos awoke to find Jack Brennan in his room. Brennan explained the latest cleanup and was ready to head out now that Jason Morgan had arrived in LA. Carly informed Jason about the fake nurse almost taking Sonny out until Brick saved the day. Brennan also told Jason about the latest assassin having a reputation in the intelligence community. She was found on the dark web and paid in crypto, so there were some similarities between this woman and Salisky. Although Carly wanted to stay and support Sonny, he pushed her to head home and be there for Donna Corinthos. Both Carly and Brennan made plans to travel back to Port Charles. Once Jason visited Sonny next, Sonny reflected on his visit with Mike Corbin under sedation. Now Sonny was even more convinced that they needed to get out of the mob, but the first order of business was eliminating the enemy who'd been targeting him. Back in PC, Curtis Ashford stopped by Laura's office to discuss how Drew had made himself radioactive in the political world, which could blow back on Ezra Boyle. Lulu later popped up in hopes of interviewing Laura for her adoption article. Laura opened up about her switched-at-birth story, but she ultimately realized Lulu seemed to have deeper reasons for digging into the topic of adoption. At GH, Trina Robinson was there to support Kai Taylor ahead of his surgery. Kai got Trina's permission to call her his girlfriend for the documentary that Drew wanted done. The documentary filmmaker, who was named Josh, put Portia through a grilling session about the risky procedure before turning his attention to Kai and Trina. Once Josh got Trina to agree to be interviewed, she signed a release form. General Hospital spoilers say Kai's surgery could lead to catastrophe despite all his hopeful predictions.